Good morning, Thursday, April 16th. Well, it did happen. A new all-time high. Happened yesterday. So far this morning, we're following it up with a slight increase. Here was our previous high, and here we were breaking above it yesterday. Now I switched from the SPX to the S&P futures. That's because it shows certain things in a little more detail. I've gone to a 20-day chart by hours, and I wanted to reference again that at the slightest hint of possible positive news, we have made these huge moves up in the past. And this was, I don't want to say necessarily a wing and a prayer, but this was on optimism at the very first smallest inkling that things might be working out. Now, to an extent, I think that's what we have going on here as well. Let me go to a 1 day. Now let's go to a 5 day. Okay, so here, hoping it could hold, it broke up. Here, hoping it could hold, it broke up. So far today, I'm going to sound like a parrot repeating the same things. Let's at least hold it, but I actually think it's more likely that we will go up. Not much, but there's been a very small inkling that maybe 25 to 30 vessels, including 12 tankers, have moved through the strait. Not a lot of change to the total overall situation has occurred. This is still way below the kind of traffic that we would like to see going through that strait. So what has actually changed? Well, with our blockade fully in force on Iranian ports, that has kind of been perhaps giving them a taste of their own medicine. In the meantime, what had Iran done to shut the strait down? They put mines out in the strait, and there was the threat of them shooting from shore. Well, if we've got big ships there blocking their ports, we certainly have the capability of striking back if somebody from shore shoots at something. And an effort has begun with our naval forces to clear out the mines. We've been using drones as well as other vessels to clear out whatever mines may have been put in the strait. So the optimism now that the strait will return to a much more normal traffic of vessels is huge, is very likely to occur. And that was enough optimism to at least keep oil prices at bay and to push the stock market to an all-time high. Whether we have some setbacks, we are going to have setbacks, but whether they're caused from Iran or other sources, this conflict or a brand new conflict we haven't even hatched yet, we are going to still see a lot of volatility. But the likelihood of us still having a really good year is really good. Let's take a quick look at some economic data. Earlier in the week, we had commented on how inflation numbers had come in better than expected. And this morning, so far, unemployment numbers have been a little bit better than expected. Not too much news is coming out tomorrow. So our economy is still looking intact. And we have reason to believe that oil flow, traffic through the Strait of Hormuz is going to improve. So we're back to happy. So the likelihood of us holding the gains that we've had recently today and breaking higher, that's a greater likelihood than for us to go sideways or go down. So more new all-time high. That's today's best guess. Good luck out there. Talk to you tomorrow.